just got back from a drift day at Rockingham, which is what you're about to see. Just want to point out that this is the infield circuit and the oval circuit, not the outer paddock ones, which is what we've done before. This one is actually on the proper track and on the oval, so it's going to be very different. But I really enjoyed it. It was a really good day, probably one of the best ones that I've done, I think. Yeah, I want to keep this intro nice and short, so yeah, let's just get straight to it. Alright, so I'm just off out from my very first session. It's soaking wet, as you can tell, and it's going to be very slippery. So at the moment, I've got no idea where the track goes, so this is kind of hard to drift, but it's fucking slippery. I'll tell you that for now. It is slippery. Where's it go? Oh, it goes around here. This is hard when you don't know where the track goes. So there's some pretty cool cars here, and you can tell that a lot of people know what they're doing and have been here before. But yeah, I feel like a bit of a noob. Whatever, we'll get better throughout the day. Probably the longest slide I've ever done in my life, so that's fun. This is quite fun in the wet, because it's just so like graceful and you don't really have to worry too much. Am I gonna be stuck now? Yep, I'm gonna be fucking stuck. God damn it. What a fucking idiot. Okay, so this time I'm going to try not to go in the gravel. That was a bit embarrassing, and I apologise to everyone that I just wasted a load of track time for while they dragged me out. But yeah, it's slippery. It's really fucking slippery. Yeah, it sounds brutal, doesn't it? Yeah. Solid tyres, I was like, oh, it's a good job to be fair.
That was good up to that.
Yeah, it was. it. I was like, we're going too fast, I'll pull the handbrake, and then that made it worse. just held on to it.
Yeah.
They were pretty sketchy. But
it was the best overall lap.
Yeah, that was the best overall, but individual bits could have been better.
Yeah, but there's always going to be room for improvement.
I was so desperate to not mess it up. Did you see on one of the corners, just yanked the handbrake like 4 times just to try and get it in? Are they closing the track or what?
Red flag, that's the end.
Oh, what? Well, it was a good job we did do it well on that last run then. Alright, so that was the drift day at Rockingham. Probably my favourite drift day that I've done, I think. Definitely the fastest and the longest lap, and probably one of the shortest queue times as well. We were only queuing up for like 5 minutes most of the time, sometimes less. And towards the end, we were literally like almost straight back round again. So really good day. Like I say, really fast. The first time I've ever drifted in 4th gear at all. Even though it was wet, so it's not a proper 4th gear drift, I guess. But it felt pretty mad. So yeah, really enjoyed it. And now I'm just going to clean up the car because it got filthy, as you can see. We made a bit of a mess by going across the grass. Also, I just want to point out that I wasn't the only one that went off and caused a red flag. There was like 15 red flags or something throughout the day, so I'm not a complete noob. I mean, I am, but other people did as well. It was really slippery. You'll have seen on the video. But yeah, got a lot to clean up, so I'm going to crack on with this and just double check everything's all tight and nothing's broken or anything under there. But yeah, hopefully we're all good. So I'll see you in whatever the next one ends up being, which I think is going to be Three Sisters drift day now. Not a novice one this time though, a proper one. So we'll see what that's like. And then we've got Santa Pod with Sean and 350Z on the 7th of December, I think. So we'll see you there.